Hey, welcome back to another episode of Ego on Break. I'm your host, Dynamite J. Andrews. And jumping the gun a little bit, the old man wasn't ready. So we're still in transition of getting prepared. For some reason that's funny.
Well, the conversation before this, it fit perfectly.
So Jim Cornette, yeah, he I didn't hear it.
I did. I was watching.
When I watched the episode,
because it was edited out.
It was sorry, JD Jenkins, had to call you back. So when I was watching the episode, it had been edited out. I did read that what he said, although I do not agree with what it could have been taken as. There's several ways to look at that. Was Jim Cornette being racist? Was Jim Cornette bragging that Trevor Murdoch is a humanitarian who is trying to feed the people of Ethiopia? I don't know. I guess it all depends on how you want to look at it. But he definitely said it.
He did say it.
The funny thing is, and there's nothing funny about what he said, but the funny thing is that was not the first time he had said that line.
No, he said it in like 84 or 85. I literally just showed it to you in a promo on TBS.
Yeah. He was bragging how Big Bubba
Rogers.
Rogers could do the same thing. So, Big Bubba Rogers and Trevor Murdoch have something in common.
I truly do believe if he would have said any other food besides the one he said, this wouldn't have been taken as harsh.
Yeah, I don't know, man. Like, and I'll probably get flack for saying this. We live in a society now where if you're not offended by something, you're not cool. So everybody has to be offended by something. And and what's crazy to me is you're watching NWA and that's what offends you. Not the commercials about date rape, not the making fun of people with speech problems, not the abuse of a mentally handicapped guy, not the Jim Cornette making fun of a guy with a mental handicap. None of that is offensive. Just this one thing, you know. So I mean, internet, y'all got to catch up, man. Like, y'all are slacking so bad because I'm offended every time I listen to Jim Cornette because Jim Cornette's not a Christian. He doesn't believe in the made-up God, as he calls it. And he uses GD like, you know, every other word. So, do I complain? No, I have two options. I either don't listen to Jim Cornette, or I just listen to it and chalk it up as Jim Cornette's and, you know, somebody I don't agree with, but he's entertaining.
Yeah.
If you go back in time, I mean, go listen to some of the comedy that's out there. Like, not just white people. I hate to break it to folks, but go listen. I mean, I've listened to Chris Rock call people crackers and everything else. I mean, I'm a Chris Rock fan. I'm not offended when you call me a cracker. You know, I don't call myself a cracker. But yeah, so Jim Cornette resigns. That's what you said, right?
That's what I read a while ago. Yeah, it was funny that me and Outlaw JD McKay and Travion, we've all wrestled together. Travion's character's a little
Sonny Kiss-ish.
Kinda. He's never come out and exactly said what he was.
He's Prince.
Yeah, kinda.
He's Taj Mahal.
But I mean, he used to get cheers at Battles on back in the day that the commentary would literally have to cover it by going, "Well, I see the Bob Saget fans are here in the house tonight."
Yeah.
Outlaw's been called God knows what, enchanted, and so have I, so have you.
Oh, I've been called a lot of things.
I've heard fans chant stuff at us that if it ever made air, they would probably have to delete the match.
I've had old ladies throw batteries at me.
You know.
Yeah. That's assault and battery with a deadly weapon. I mean, come on.
Like you and your penny loafers.
Yeah. My thing is, man, like, you know, we watch wrestling to escape reality. We're trying to bring it in there. You know what I mean? Like, I don't agree with what he said. Was it funny? No. Was he just trying to put over the fact that Trevor Murdoch was a tough guy? Yes. Did he choose his words correctly? No. Is it outdated?
Yeah,
absolutely.
That's the biggest part of it. It's outdated.
I mean, should it have offended you? I don't know. I've never lived in Ethiopia.
Me neither.
You know, I don't know if I should be offended or not. But at the same time, every time he uses GD, I'm offended, but I don't cry about it. You know.
I know what's coming. You know.
I mean, I've seen people go as far as say, the NWA are liars. They still put the episode up, and they said they were going to pull it. Well, yes, they pulled it, edited it out, and put it back up. Yeah. They're not happy. Yeah. They're mad because they put the episode back up with he's on it. So these people go, hey, I understand you probably spent $500,000 to record, you know, all these episodes that you've got in the can. Like, you know, that recording time's not cheap, and I may be underestimating it.
Well,
you know,
I told you, he may have resigned, but there's still more episodes with Jim Cornette to be shot.
So you know, there's a group of people that
they're going to protest NWA for this.
Yeah, and I like Big Daddy Yum Yum, Byron Wilcox, and his comment was like, I wasn't offended by that, and I'm one of the pro-blackest persons you can find. He was like, you know, was it stupid? Was it dumb? Was it outdated? Yes, and I agree with him. Like, I mean, and I don't know a lot about Ethiopia.
I just know people are starving. That's all.
Are there only one certain color of people in Ethiopia, or is there no other people allowed?
I don't know.
I mean, I don't either.
It's not here in Jackson, Mississippi, so I have no idea.
So, I don't know either, but it's going to get to the point where wrestling is going to be so
politically correct.
Not even that, because it's not even politically correct anymore. It's now like,
what can we complain about?
Right. I mean, it's to the point now where,
dude, this make TMZ.
Yeah.
Come on, that's just,
I don't know, man. Like, I don't either. Like, I'm offended daily, but I'm not trying to get people fired and make them lose their jobs over offending me. Like, welcome to the big boy world. When you're an adult, you're gonna get offended.
Like I told JD and Travion last night, I said, I guess us has been in the four sides of the circle.
Yeah.
Have thicker skin than some people.
I mean, I'll give you an example. We just ate at Wendy's. I'm sitting in there, and this mom and kid, like I say kid, he's probably 18, 15, 17, something like that.
Graduate, so I assume 18.
So they continue to look over me, and they're laughing. Like, I could have been offended by that and got up and like smoked them with a chair. I don't know, you know. Freaking RKO out of nowhere, whatever. I didn't. You know what I did? Hey, whatever. You know.
Well, you look like somebody that worked at, what was it, Sonic?
Little Caesars. Little Caesars. Yeah, and I said, no, I'm a fat guy that eats at Little Caesars a lot. I mean, that may be why you know me from there. But my point is, like, grow up. Like, you're going to be offended. I mean, you know, this whole idea that rainbows and everybody walks around on puffy clouds, I mean, hello, you know, it don't happen that way. I mean, I understand you want to live in a perfect world where, you know, gumballs fall from the sky and, you know, money just grows on trees and, you know, everybody is, you know, nobody's going to offend you. And if they are, they'll, you know, like they'll go and like jump off a cliff or something because they offended you. Like, no, like it don't work that way. You're offended, get over it. And now I'm off my rant and we can move on. My bad, y'all. Sorry, I just had to vent. I just hate stupidity, and you know, two wrongs don't make a right. You know what I mean? Like,
I don't know. Like I said, something passed off. You know, what 30 years ago you were cool with it. Nowadays,
and even then, I mean, the comment was like, I'm a take everything in context.
Mm-hmm.
You know, if you walk up to me and go, "Hey, what's up, you white trash cracker?" If you mean that with ill intent, okay, I'm gonna be upset. But if you're like, "What's up, my white trash cracker?" I'm probably not gonna be mad. Why? I'm a white trash cracker. I mean, it's freaking like, you know, don't get mad. I'm not gonna get mad if somebody calls me fat. Guess what? I'm fat.
Yeah, my mirror works.
So, golly, man. All right, I'm done. I said I'm done. I'm sorry. I apologize again. Apologize. So what happened on NWA other than that? I don't even remember.
There was a tag match for Colt Cabana and I'd go. What's that guy's name?
That all was horrible. Every bit of it. Ricky Starks, Colt Cabana took on the question mark. I think the question mark is actually whose son. Yeah. Sweet. So and the line y'all should have been paying attention to. Oh yeah, he teamed with Damien Sandow or whatever his name is now. The line you should have been paying attention to that Cornette said was, he's making a name for himself and he doesn't even have a name. That was the line you should have been paying attention to because that was classic. That was a great line. But,
the question mark.
Yeah, it's horrible. It was all horrible. The question mark looks like he had 3 days of training that he only showed up to once. And then they put him in. Hey, you weigh about 350. Well, this guy weighs about 5. Put his gear on and go out there. Hey, I got some white out. Let me mark this question mark right on your forehead. It's crap. You know what the crowd's doing? We love this. We love this.
And crapping on everybody else in the ring.
Horrible. Freaking
James
horrible.
Storm come out and called it crap.
Yes, James Storm
So
was the only
being
thing
nicer
anybody
than what he said.
told the truth on that show. I'll tell you another thing. What you should have been mad about Cornette saying was he insulted legends everywhere. Wrestling legends. If you're a wrestling legend, you should be throwing a fit right now because Jim Cornette said Melina was a walking legend.
I thought she had a legendary entrance. Besides that, I didn't really care for her in the ring.
I wouldn't put her I wouldn't put her up there with Luthez.
No.
You know, but Cornette did, and I was offended by that. So,
you know,
somebody needs to get Melina fired.
I always thought Melina was like an average wrestler, but I did like her entrance. Like, just it was original.
Yeah, it was very original. I liked it more when it was with Eminem.
Yeah.
You know, they melt in your mouth, not your hands.
Mm-hmm.
But M&Ms are delicious. So.
But the actual match that they were calling, that was so, you know, the match itself was
pretty decent.
Really
yeah.
good. I liked it.
Yeah.
But Trevor Murdoch and Aldis.
Yeah. Another point where you should be upset because the elitist Nick Aldis was making fun of the hillbilly white trash Trevor Murdoch.
That's right.
Who, I mean, just got off a humanitarian trip to Ethiopia delivering food. I don't understand it.
No, he said he could.
Oh, he could.
Not that he would, but he could.
His moped probably wouldn't float.
I don't see it. I don't see my car going across the ocean.
But yeah, NWA Power was pretty decent. I mean, I ain't gonna say it's my favorite episode because I thought everything was a little lackluster. I thought the first match, being an exhibition match, was really good. But overall, I mean, I don't know. I didn't enjoy anything else. The women's match was okay.
No.
AK-47 and
yeah, that one was actually really good.
Ashley Vox versus Thunder Rosa and Marty Bell.
I like Thunder Rosa. She's a vicious little
Yes, she is. She is.
But I know she's fixing to have like her debut in MMA match, I believe.
Yeah, that's cool.
So I'm kind of curious.
Or is she gonna wear the face paint?
She was wearing it training in a video. Yes,
that's cool. So, well, I mean, technically, is she Thunder Rosa without the paint?
I don't know.
I mean, is Rey Mysterio without the mask?
Of course he is.
Oh, well, we know that he was on WCW.
That's right. He had horns.
So, yeah, somebody's jacking a car or something.
I don't know. This is what's supposed to stop them. They're screwed.
If you're offended by the honks, we're sorry, and we will call Toyota and try to get them to quit putting alarm systems on cars.
Right there.
Whatever. Toyota, Honda, Chevrolet, GMC, Ford, Dodge, Pontiac, Chrysler, BMW, Audi.
Quit honking.
Yeah, so we apologize for the alarm going off in the background. Please don't be offended. I better quit saying that before I offend someone. My bad, y'all. I apologize. Still a little irritated over dumb people.
And then you said you didn't watch MLW.
I did not watch MLW, but I am curious of what happened to see if I need to go watch it.
Yeah, give me just
one bit of MLW news. Logan Creed, not that one, but the tall Logan Creed. He was in the Great Southern 8 a few years back. He is going to be making his debut. I saw that he just got signed, as well as Joseph Samael got re-signed, and Joseph Samael will be working backstage in MLW, helping do some of the other stuff that it takes to run wrestling. So kudos to Logan Creed, and kudos to his wife Brooklyn Creed, who made her NWA Power debut last week or the week before. So very cool for both of them. I heard that WWE was interested in Logan Creed as well. Do you think that he signed with MLW because they offered the contract first, or maybe he decided to go there so he could be the big fish in the small pond instead of the big fish in the big pond?
Well, you know, they say they want their champion right now too. So I mean, there's a lot of people.
Yeah, well, he re-signed with MLW.
I know.
Tom Lawler did not, so
yeah,
we'll be seeing the filthy one.
Yeah,
probably exiting.
But this week it was the Dynasty, Hammer Toe, and
I like Hammers.
And not MJF, the other guy. I always forget the other guy's name. Holiday. I don't know what
Richard.
Yeah.
Richard Holiday
versus Dominic How do you
Dominic
pronounce it?
Garrini.
There you go.
Yeah, the guy that.
And Douglas James in a tag. It's actually
Nice.
a decent tag match.
I actually like the idea of Douglas James and Dominic Garrini being in the tag.
I thought this come off way better than his debut match. Way better.
The debut
my
match
God.
was horrid.
Yes. Because like him and Hammerstone got into it, and I was like, "This could be if they do a singles feud out of it. I'd really like to see
I'd really like to see that as well
because it was kind of like he was going for his grapples, but Hammerstone was outpowering him.
That's cool.
So that was really cool.
I had to watch that. I'm a big fan of Richard Holiday as well. Him and MJF and Hammerstone, they're a good group. Like I really like it. Remind me a lot of the Mean Street Posse. If the Mean Street Posse was tough,
Kinda.
like think about it, because you had like the Joey Abs who was the muscle.
Yeah.
You know. And you know these rich kind of,
and they're all gone.
Yeah.
But next was Marshall Von Erich versus Ikoro Kwan, the one that spits the Green Mist.
Yeah.
It's the first single match I've seen him in.
What'd you think?
Actually, it wasn't bad for what I was expecting.
Because you're not a big fan of the Von Erichs anyway, so.
But it was actually a decent match.
Yeah.
I like the Von Erichs wrestling. I just don't want to cut promos. They're not that good. Then it was Filthy Tom Lawler versus Davey Boy Smith.
Oh, nice.
And that match was really good.
Yeah, because you know, one that comes from the MMA world, one's basically getting into it. So
at the end, cool. Tom Lawler, they're trading like slaps. You know how they and he palm strikes freaking Davey Boy in the eye, and Davey Boy's like this, and I'm like, did he thumb him or what? All I know is by the end of the match when he left, this eye was black. So he's like this, and I'm like, everybody's like, he got thumbed in the eye. I'm like, no, he got decked in the eye with a thumb over the palm strike.
Palm strikes are deadly, man.
And bro, jacked him up. But it was a hellacious match. Yeah, I definitely might recommend this show. I'd give it a straight thumbs up.
Cool. Was that the main event?
Yeah, that was the actual main event.
We get any promos?
Yes. I'm gonna jack it up, but one of the Von Erichs is actually gonna get a title shot.
Yeah, it's the
I get them mixed up. That's
it's
what
the
I'm
big
saying.
one.
It's the younger brother. I do know that because all
with
the
the
brothers
cowboy hat
said I would love to have it. He said, "Well, I'm gonna give it to you."
Yeah.
So he takes it, and then Mansur's going off on how he's gonna beat up Havoc, Jimmy Havoc.
Too late. Too late, Manser.
I was like, well, all you gotta do is call up a guy in a mask and he'll check him out.
Commentator doesn't beat you to it.
So, sorry, Havoc. It happened.
I'm sorry. And I'm not trying to be funny. And I know, hey, anybody can get beat up. He was drunk. Make all the excuses you want. But for England's most deadliest man or whatever, well, you're definitely not America's most deadliest man. To me, it kills his gimmick.
You got beat up at a birthday party and everybody knows about it. So
I mean, to me, he's got to do something to revamp his gimmick.
I'd go smoke that damn commentator.
I think I would too.
You'd have to.
I'm sober now, bro.
Yeah, you have to at this point.
TMZ, World Star, whatever.
And there was a rumor going around. It was because supposedly he put up a picture of
him unmasked.
Yeah, him unmasked on Twitter.
Hey, guess what, Excalibur? If nobody knows what you look like, they don't know what you look like.
So I was like,
I mean, now if he tagged him in the post or something,
he may have, I don't know.
I mean, I get it, but if I put a mask on, you've never seen my face, I take it off and walk around, you don't know who I am.
But I think about the fight, and then I think about the reasoning of the fight, and I'm just like, I don't.
And this, kids, is why you should not drink.
No. Because it makes you do dumb decisions. I've did several in my lifetime.
Right. So.
But
yeah, so MOW good?
MLW was
NW
really
Power,
good.
Okay. I mean, wasn't the best.
Like I said, I enjoyed the first match.
The first match was really good.
I wasn't a big fan of, to be honest.
What was your favorite thing about the first match, about Nick Aldis versus Trevor Murdoch? Was there a moment that stood out?
Honestly, it was just that it was a straight-up match. I mean, they actually wrestled. And a little bit of a brawl, and that was it.
I like the fact that he kicked the rope when he was stepped out of the ring.
Yes.
And Nick Aldis did a really cool reversal of the hammerlock.
Mm-hmm.
I really dug that. I'm like, ooh, I may steal that if I ever wrestle again and remember, which I probably won't.
But I'm a huge Trevor Murdoch fan. I like him. I think he's great. So I try to watch anytime I know he's going to be on there.
Little fantasy booking to wrap this up. Trevor Murdoch comes into Ego. Who would he face?
Right now? Yeah, I'd probably put him with JD.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was going to say Nightmare.
I was going to say him or Nightmare. Yeah. That'd be the two that I could see going with his style.
Maybe even Ursa.
Ursa.
Maybe.
Maybe.
Maybe. I'll tell you a guy I would like to see, and it may almost be a father-son type thing if you were kind of looking at him. But Trevor Murdoch versus Jeremiah Plunkett.
Yeah.
Like similar build, similar character, similar styles.
Definitely similar styles.
Yeah, I think that'd be cool. So let us know who you'd like to see if Trevor Murdoch was to ever come to Ego.
I got one for you though, because
all right,
we were asked something on our last show.
And let us know your thoughts on the Cornette thing. I mean, like I say, I don't agree with what he said, but I don't agree with a guy losing, having to quit his job essentially because, people got upset. Like we should be moved past that as a humanity or whatever.
I think they were. I don't know what was going to happen.
So I mean, I definitely get.
I know a few little while back, Jim had said more or less he didn't really need the job.
Yeah,
I'm making enough money. I'm doing this because I love wrestling.
Right. I mean, if you got offended by it, please be offended. Like, it was not in good taste, but I don't want to, make light of it, but get over it. Like, we're offended every day. All right, back on the rant. Get me back off.
Well, no, I just wanted to hear the...
We did have a question. We do appreciate you guys commenting and leaving us questions and things like that. And we do try to, read them all, comment back, like them, heart them, whatever. And we are trying to take some of those and put them into video form.
So, as I gave my answer, but I'll read it to you. Let's see, it was from DIY Mississippi Film Works.
Yep. New.
But his last thing is, who is the one wrestler or tag team that you would love to have a match with? Can be anyone living or dead. I'm actually misunderstood this. But I'd give him 2 dream matches that I would like to see.
Right, what was yours?
For me, it would be Brainbusters versus the Hardys, or Rob Van Dam and Sabu versus the Brothers of Destruction.
All right. Now, give him the real answer since you misread the question.
Who I would like to wrestle?
Yeah.
Ben Mick Foley. That would be my dream match.
For me, the dream match would be Undertaker. I've said this in the past. I'd like to get squashed at WrestleMania by the Undertaker. I mean, if we're dreaming, let's dream big. But in reality, like somebody I would love to have worked, I don't know. I think my best stuff would be, I'd like to work Eugene. I'd like to work Eugene.
I can do that with the Duckies.
Maybe. I mean, if we're in a fantasy world, for sure.
A-Train.
A-Train and Eugene. What about A-Train and Freight Train?
Freight Train.
I would love to work
Pop Shogun.
Doink the Clown.
Sounds close.
And I'm going to be a little horrible when I say this. Probably going to catch a lot of flack. I would not want to work the Matt Bourne version.
Which one you want, Jericho?
No, like...
Well, he did it.
Ray Odyssey or Ray Apollo or whatever the guy... Like, whoever the guy that took his place afterwards. Yeah. Because think about it. Matt Bourne was there for a little bit of time.
Kind of like the bad guy clown and a little bit of the good guy.
But I mean, most of us who have these memories of Doink, chances are they're not Matt Bourne. So
did a whole lot.
I think I would want to wrestle the second version of Doink, or third or ninth or whatever it was. I think that would be really cool. Another thing that I think would be really cool, and I'm probably the only fan of this whole thing, period. Remember Survivor Series? When the Doink team took on like Bam Bam's team, and Doink wasn't in the team, but it was Men on a Mission, the Bushwhackers. Yep. I think that would be the best of all worlds if I could wrestle Men on a Mission and the Bushwhackers as Doink.
You had to resurrect one.
So, I think that would be awesome. I'd be like, it'd be me and the rest of the Job Squad versus
wow,
versus Team Doink that's not Doink. And for a special guest ring announcer for that, I'd want Knox from TNA when he's doing the clown, like the ring announcer gimmick for the clowns, and we can get Crazy Steve as a special guest referee.
Matches the other day.
So I love Crazy Steve, so it's awesome. But yeah, hey guys, 25 minutes. It's long enough. Until next time,
Watch wrestling.
and watch the Ego unboxing coming up next. Later, guys.